Well, being a teacher of British and American literature, I found these two brackets had a lot more poems than I already knew. So we bring our prejudices with us, especially for the poems that we love. So if I have to go with Stopping by Woods, which I could stop and recite for you right now, but I won't. This is a hard one, but I picked Chicago because, you know, when I reread it, I've forgotten how good it was. It's just an extraordinary poem, and I reread it and was just really, really taken with it on the rereading. The other one is very deserving also. I mean, it's a wonderful poem by Audre Lorde. But I can only pick one. I picked Morning Swim because Maxine Kuhlman, the author of this poem, was visiting writer here at Davidson, and we were friends, and she's just died very recently. Wonderful, wonderful poet. I teach her work all the time. And this is a great poem also, but it's a little, this one appeals more to the heart. And so in this case, I have to go with Emily Dickinson. This is not only an Emily Dickinson poem, it's one of the great Emily Dickinson poems. It's an absolutely extraordinary poem about winter. This is Anne Sexton and Sylvia Plath, and if you put them against each other, it's really not fair. But I picked Blackberrying. I think generally Plath is a stronger poet. In this case, I don't think this is necessarily one of Sexton's best poems. It's a good poem, but it's not as strong as some of her poems. And this is, I think, very definitely the stronger poem. This was a huge problem for me because I love both these poems very, very much. This is Mary Oliver, Summer Day, and A Blessing by James Wright, which is one of James Wright's very great poems. And it's just, I didn't want to really have to choose. If I could put A Blessing in another category, I'd let it go further, but I can't. So I picked The Summer Day because it's the summer day. It's a poem that I recite all the time to myself when I try to think about what I want my life to be. This is Langston Hughes and Wendell Berry. That's the same thing. You know, you put, these categories are hard because these are two poets that celebrate the beauty and tenderness of life. Here are two poets, both of whom are extraordinarily strong poets with social themes. So I picked this too. To sing by Langston Hughes because you know, in 1911 or something like that, a young, unknown American poet named T.S. Eliot got on the boat and went to England, and he took this poem in his pocket. And he got to England and he met a poet named Ezra Pound, and Ezra Pound said, "You have to publish this." And Ezra Pound sent it to Poetry Magazine. And it's one of the most original poems in the history of poetry. There was nothing like it before, absolutely nothing like it. This sudden, totally unknown young poet with this brand new poem that really, in a sense, invents modern poetry. So I gotta go with The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock.